Right then, I'm now here for Jake Paul versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira. And yes, this is gonna be interesting to see what happens in both fights. I'm really hyped for Oliveira and Topuria, and I think for Jake Paul and Chavez Jr., I think the outcome could be interesting. To be honest with you, I think Chavez Jr.'s definitely got a good chance to win. I'm not picking him to win, no, but I feel like he has, of course, got a good chance. You can't rule him out. He is a pro boxer at the end of the day. I mean, and if he is at his 100% best and he has trained hard for this fight, then, he should probably win because he's a pro boxer. He's got more experience than all of Jake Paul's opponents combined. So, really, you'd expect him, if you, from looking at his resume, you'd expect him to do the job. But we all know he's had a lot of issues with it, with everything recently, with drugs, all that, addictions, which has kind of really halted his career, which has been unfortunate for him. He's just, he's destroyed his career and he's about 10 years past the bloody best now, if we're being completely honest. But I do think that the fight is winnable for him. You can't rule him out at all with the experience that he's got, with the level that he has fought at so far in his career. You can't rule him out of it. But I do think that all being said, though, I do believe that Jake Paul will win this fight. My thing is lagging now. I really need to sort out this laptop. But I think for Jake Paul, I think he's going to win a decision here. I feel like Chavez Jr. I feel like Chavez Jr. is going to end up struggling in this fight as it goes on, to be honest with you. I feel like that's going to be the issue. As the fight goes on, Chavez Jr. is going to really start struggling. And he's going to be taken in. And I feel like he's going to be taken into deep waters as we go. I don't know what's happened here, but it says the stream's still going on, but it has literally just crashed out. Well, I just checked. The stream's still going on, but the whole thing has just crashed out.
What, the screen?
Yeah, I don't even know what's happened here. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to try and delete a few things. I think that's the problem. I don't know, but... Right then, sorry about this, guys, but the laptop is absolutely screwed at the minute. So I need to try and get this all sorted on here. But yeah, so while you're here, Sam, can you quickly say what's your prediction for the Paul Chavez fight? What are you saying for Charles and Topuria?
Probably gonna go with Jake Paul decision. I just think Chavez might, um, tire out towards once it goes past maybe 5 or 6. I don't know if he's gas tank will be up to the standards, and I can see him get beat on a possible wide UD, and I see Topuria beating Oliveira.
Yeah, I think the thing with Chavez is that the gas tank could be a big problem overall, to be honest. Right, I've got this back here, so I'm going to go back onto this. Okay, there we go then. Got that all sorted. Sorry about that then. Right, so we're back on here now then. At the moment, we've got Pantoja versus Kai Kara France going at the moment. And the main event is about we're going to be getting the ring walk soon. So that should be interesting once that gets underway, I think. As we've been saying, I think the gas tank of Jake Paul's probably going to be able to outlast the gas tank of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And it's just that discipline which I just don't trust from Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. That is a thing which is very likely to let him down in this fight and possibly play a factor. And even though I think we all know Jake Paul isn't exactly an amazing boxer of any means at all, he's not really at a good level whatsoever. But very clearly, though, Jake Paul has the dedication, puts the work into the sport. And that's why, he's been able to beat these, MMA guys and all that, because, he's been grinding in boxing compared to them grinding in their own area in MMA. And Jake Paul, he has been grinding in boxing. He's got a load of yes men around him and he's not been making loads and loads of improvements. But the main thing with him is that he has been staying very consistent with what he's been doing. And that is a big reason why he has been able to compete with these MMA fighters and beat these MMA fighters. But tonight he's up against an actual experienced pro boxer who's way past his prime, Julio Cesar Chavez, who's made his way down to the ring now. But Julio Cesar Chavez has got more experience in boxing than every single one of Jake Paul's opponents combined. So, it's always difficult to go against a pro boxer, but Julio Cesar Chavez is someone you can't trust, and Jake Paul is very clever with the opponents he picks and how he goes about picking them. And yeah, that's why we're in the position we're in right now with this Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight. But yeah, here comes Jake Paul dressed up in all Mexican. Yeah, let's see what happens here then. But yeah, I'm going with a Jake Paul decision win. I reckon Chavez might start well. I mean, it's a 10-round fight. You'd usually expect the more experienced guy to outlast, the novice. But really, when we're in this situation, when it's a Jake Paul fight, you just don't really know what's going to happen because he's careful with the opponents he picks. And him and his team have definitely gone through this whole fight. They've gone through Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. a lot, studied him a lot, and they know that they would have a good understanding of the level that he is at, because they're not gonna want to risk this. They were in negotiations to fight Canelo somehow, and suddenly now they're in the Julio Cesar Chavez fight situation where, it's a completely massive step in level down from that. And he's not really going to want to risk a fight like that with a loss. He's trying to set a statement to Canelo by trying to knock out the guy who Canelo went the distance with. But I can't see Jake Paul knocking him out. But, Julio Cesar Chavez was like a world champion in 3 weight classes below where he's fighting now. His peak was not in cruiserweight, it was in middleweight. So that is one thing, though. Naturally, he is small. He is much smaller than Jake Paul. Much smaller than Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. is.
How old is he?
39. So he's pushing 40, but He's way off his prime. I mean, you know, he was inactive for absolutely ages, as we know. I'm gonna try and get the resumes.
Doesn't he get a WBA ranking if he loses?
What, Jake?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I believe I read something that he does.
Right. So we got Jake Paul, 11 wins, 1 loss. Of course, then we've got Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., 54 wins, 6 losses, 1 draw. Looks like Pantoja might have Kai Camera France here. Kai Camera France might need a tap. He's got to tap. Yeah, there we go. Pantoja wins submission in the 3rd round. There we go. No one's beaten him in the division. Absolutely no one is beating Pantoja. Wow. There we go. Time for Oliveira and Topuria going on at the same time as Jake Paul and Julio Cesar Chavez. It's typical that they have to clash. But yeah, anyway. Let's see what happens here. I'm gonna stick out a poll, haven't done that yet. What am I doing there? Prediction. Who have you guys got? I'm gonna just stick one out for quickly Jake Paul, Chavez Jr., and then in a minute I'll do one for Olivera. And Topuria. Chavez Jr. Right there we go. So yeah, we look at the resumes. Who would we say Jake Paul's best win is? Who would you say his best win is? It's difficult. I mean, when he fought Anderson Silva, he was about 48 years old. Woodley. Yeah, probably. Yeah, it probably is Woodley. I mean, would he beat Nate Diaz? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Let's get on to his resume, of course. Beat Arrival in his recent one. Lost to Anderson Silva, split decision. I mean, who's Chavez Jr.'s best win? I mean, he's got some good wins on his resume. I mean, I think Andy Lee's a solid win. Manfredo's a solid win. He's been in there with some guys like, Sergio Martinez, Canelo. Obviously lost both those fights by a wide margin, but, he's been in there with those guys. And it shows the experience. He has competed at the highest level of the sport, Julio Cesar Chavez. I mean, do you think it's a massive embarrassment to boxing if Jake Paul does win this fight against Chavez? So I think Tony Bellew said something the other day. It's embarrassing for all boxers if Jake Paul can beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. I know. I mean, look at the experience that he has got as well. The guy's got 54 wins. He's been in there with guys like Canelo, Jacobs, Mora. Yeah. But yeah, here we go then. We're about to be getting underway.
Hopefully he does it.
Right then. Round 1. Then when the Oliveira Topuria fight starts, I'll get the banner up for that one as well for the rounds. But yeah, Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez meet in the middle now. Here we go then. Let's see. Come on, he's an experienced boxer. He's an experienced boxer. You can't rule it out. You can't rule it out.
Surely, I mean, if somebody from Love Island can beat it.
Well, yeah, you'd expect a former world champion to be able to do so, but he's a completely different story here. Anyway, here we go. Round 1. It's about to start. Ring the bell. Hurry up. Here we go. We're underway. Jake Paul, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. We're underway. See what happens here then. Can you see?
Yeah. That's all right.
Here we go. Yeah. Jake Paul getting that jab going there. Chavez catches it on the gloves. Like, he can't let his dad down here. Like, one of the best boxers in history. Possibly the best in Mexican history.
One of them.
It's the body now, Jake Paul. And, Chavez. I mean, there's many from Mexico, to be honest. Chavez there gets that his jab going there. Oh, yeah, there we go. Get Joshua Van in there with Pantoja. That's the fight. Yeah, that's lucky that he won that, actually, because then, yeah, you can make that.
Jake Paul with some body shots there.
Yeah, Jake Paul, body, then going upstairs. Going to the body there, Jake Paul. Chavez trying to go upstairs. It is a 10-round fight as well, don't forget. We are in a 10-round fight. So it's not 6 rounds or anything like that. It's not 8 rounds. It could be in for the long run here. But that is why Chavez, you know, he needs to pace himself. What channel is it on? It's on the zone. It's on the zone. But yeah, not really loads of action going on here. Jake Paul's probably been the more active out of the two so far in this round.
Come on then,
Chavez just moving about at the moment. Oh, gets clipped there upstairs there. Jake Paul gets that hook in. Jake Paul there with a jab to the body.
Quiet,
yeah, especially from Chavez. Yeah, it's been quiet. 30 seconds left of the first round. Jake Paul there misses with that jab out of range. Chavez Jr. moving around a lot here, trying to use his footwork. Swings a wild hook there, Chavez. Jake Paul now trying to come over the top, trying to get that jab going. Chavez complaining for back of the head. Ref saying no. And there we go. Round done. Yeah, Jake Paul takes that first round. Definitely, I think. Jake Paul 1-0.
Like, he didn't land with overly too much, but it's just
Yeah.
wasn't even doing anything.
Yeah. Jake Paul is smiling at the camera there. I'm going to get my judging my part. Chavez Jr. 10 rounds. Right, there we go. So yeah, 10-9 there to Jake Paul. Chavez not really doing anything. But yeah, Jake Paul's whipping in some hooks around upstairs though, which were getting through. Here we go. Apparently Chavez didn't land a single punch in that first round. Jake Paul now trying to get that jab going. Jake Paul with that jab upstairs again. Chavez just not really offering anything at all. Jake Paul again getting a hook in upstairs. Jab there from Jake Paul. Now Chavez, as that comment says there on the zone chat, he's just so slow, Chavez. He just looks so slow in there, so stiff, so static. it just doesn't really look like we're going to really see anything from him, to be honest. Jake Paul pushing Chavez Jr. back with that jab. Chavez with some lead hand feints. He's literally not thrown a thing. Jab to the body there by Chavez. Jab upstairs there by Paul. Paul whips in there. A right hit to the body. Chavez Jr. to the body with that jab. Jake Paul with that jab. Chavez catches it on the gloves. Jake Paul trying to swing wildly there with that lead hook. Jake Paul he's active with that jab, Jake Paul. He's very active with that jab. He's trying to get some decent body work in as well. He's trying to mix it up. Yeah, and he's just got shot off. Absolutely nothing at all. Jake Paul there with that backhand. Please, let's just get Ilia and Olivera started. Jab to the body, upstairs there by Jake Paul. Come on, you've got to do something, Chavez. I mean, he's trying to take that front foot. I don't know if that's when he's going to eventually throw. When he's comfortable on that front foot. Jake Paul's literally just teeing off him. He's literally the definition of the moving punch bag at the moment, Chavez. Just moving about, there to be hit. I mean, honestly.
Even Mike Tyson threw more punches than him.
Yeah. Even though I'm 20 years older, Jake trying to get in that uppercut. Jake might actually stop him, to be honest. He's going on, it's going. He's landing a lot as well, Jake Paul. Like, he's active and he is landing as well. I mean, jeez. How do you go from world level to where he's gone? He's only 39. He's not exactly old, is he?
Yeah, but when you're fighting somebody like a Ryan Julio, you sort of drop off a bit. And he did lose to man Jason and Anderson Silva, which we saw what happened when they fought, and that we saw that Anderson Silva was everything's a sort of shout about.
Who won? It's still on. Right then. Anyway, it looks like we're about to get Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira going. Finally.
Ilia rounds.
I'm really hoping that we see an Oliveira win. He is one of my favourite fighters. So I'm fully behind him. Here we go, round 3 now. Jake Paul, Julio, Cesar, Chavez Jr. Chavez is standing out in there with that high guard.
It's showing that he might get a ranking in WBA after the.
Oh, Jake Paul there to the body. Heard the impact of that shot. Jake Paul there with that jab.
Throw anything at this Rich Chavez, honestly.
What if it's a fight that just gets entertaining, like in the later stages?
No,
Oh no, it might be over before the later stages. No, Charlotte, he's stop. He's just complaining for back of the head. Just throw something in the gun. You're a pro. You're an experienced pro boxer.
Just swing one over the top.
How was he a world champion? That is my massive question. How was Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. a world champion? How was he in there with guys like Canelo and Sergio?
No, he's been past it for ages.
Yeah, I know, but I don't get. He's 39. It's not like he's about 50 years old. He's 39. You see a lot of pro boxers who used to be world champions.
Though, 39 now.
No, but you see, but I reckon, for example, Carl Froch would be able to come out of retirement and put in a better shift than what Julio Cesar Chavez is doing, and he's older.
Money talks. God, shit, Tony down in there.
Well, he'd do better, and he's older than Chavez.
Yeah, I know.
Again, former world champion. Julio Cesar Chavez, former world champion. Come on, Oliveira. Come on, Ubrox. Here he is. Come on, Charles. Let's go.
Just throw a punch.
Knock him out.
Chavez.
Knock him out. Come on. Photo for Instagram. There we go. Charles Oliveira. Come on. This is an absolutely shocking fight.
Jab from Jake Paul. He's always got that lead down belt. He's remembering the range.
Yeah, jab there, and then backhand followed up there from Jake Paul. Jake Paul there with that jab.
Maybe he's trying to tire Jake Paul out.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. Oh my word.
Go on then, Chavez. Yeah, that's the round done. Another Jake Paul round.
Yeah, 3-0 to Jake Paul. Chavez Jr. doing absolutely nothing again. Not really missing much at all here.
He doesn't want to throw a thing. Maybe, he's trying to tire him out, but I very much doubt it.
I just don't get what he's doing. I don't even get what the game plan is. How many punches is Chavez averaging per round? 3? His jab is just getting countered with the jab of Jake Paul easily.
I said off the mic, so I'm not going to get. Maybe it's just the UFC that a little bit partly making.
Yeah, come on, Charles.
But if he's fighting another washed up former world champ, honestly, and this time too,
Round 4 underway.
I want to
Here
watch
we go.
because I just want to see him get beat.
Oh, Jake Paul there with that right hook upstairs. Jake Paul there with that jab. Jake Paul standing in front of him now, trying to get that jab going. Jake Paul then whips in the straight right hand. Oh, please, let's just get this Olivera of Topuria fight going. Let us focus on something else. Because if we're being real, we can just mostly watch that because nothing's really happening.
Anytime this week.
Double jab upstairs there by Jake Paul.
At least off the sun.
To the body there by Jake Paul. Chavez there just complaining again for some reason. While he's still not throwing anything. All he is doing is complaining. And then he was complaining for a low blow there. That wasn't. There we go. That's what we want to see, Chavez. Get that right hand going.
Come on.
Jake Paul there with that jab. Chavez having a look. They didn't really want to do anything there. Oh, here we go. Jake Paul there with that backhand, jab, backhand. There we go. Could we be seeing a finish?
Well, look. That's it.
Good upstairs there by Julio.
That's it.
There we go.
More.
He's got success when he's throwing that.
One more.
But Jake Paul still very active with that lead hand, still very active with that jab.
Come on.
Shove upstairs there by Jake Paul. Chavez there going to the body there with that lead hook.
Come on. Nothing, Chavez.
Jake Paul again, just for that jab, just trying to keep Chavez off in there, trying to keep him at range. Jab there from Jake Paul upstairs. Julio Cesar Chavez trying to whip in a hook upstairs.
Just
Jake Paul there with that right hook. Chavez caught it on the glove, so. Lead to it there from Jake Paul. Jab upstairs there from Julio. Ilia Topuria making his ring walk now. Yeah, that was probably Chavez's best round, but no, Jake Paul's still way more active than
Big opportunity
Chavez,
there
though.
at the end to throw a massive right hand and he didn't even bother to throw it. He was sort of doing something with his hand, but didn't throw it. Maybe he's trying to take it beyond halfway and then, take it to
I
him.
mean, there was more there from Chavez. He did a bit more than what he's usually been doing in the previous round, but still just didn't do enough to win the round at all. Nowhere near enough he did to win the round. Yeah, it's a very frustrating fight to watch.
Oh, jeez.
We go around 5.
Yeah, just do that.
Round 5 underway. So yeah, 4-0 to Jake Paul. Yeah, upstairs there from Jake Paul. Oh, big jab. That's not the head back of Julio there from Jake Paul. Now Julio's coming forward. Now they're into the clinch. Chavez there catches that jab on the gloves there. Jake Paul throwing that backhand. Gets that around the head of Chavez. Chavez just trying to catch that jab on the gloves there with Jake Paul. Julio there just walking right into a jab. Jake Paul there with a double jab, then goes to the body there. I think the fight actually does make you question the power of Jake Paul. I mean, he couldn't get a 58-year-old Mike Tyson out there. Julio's just stood in front of him and he can't do anything with him at all. Backhand there by Jake Paul. I mean, but it's hard to knock someone out when they're not doing anything. That's the thing. It's the clinch. Here we go. Main event, Oliveira, Topuria about to start. Looking forward to this one. This fight's just sucking the life out of me, though. Chavez there got a hooking upstairs, so that landed. Jake Paul there whips in a right hook to the body. Now they're into the clinch. This is absolutely shocking. Hook to the body there by Jake Paul. Yeah, he's just there for the payday. He's just there for the paydays. That comment says that's all he's doing. He's just here just to grab some cash and then just go on his way and never fight again. Yeah, so 5-0 to Jake Paul. There we go. Round 6 we're going to be going into now. But luckily, Oliveira and Topuria is about to start. I'm just going to get this up anyway, Oliveira. I'm just going to get this up first. Topuria. Oliveira. one. But yeah, I mean, Jake Paul just dominating with that jab. It's just that jab which is just dominating the fight for Jake Paul. Very consistent with it throughout, and Chavez isn't adjusting to it at all. But yeah, here we go then. Round 6 of Jake Paul and Chavez Jr. starts as Ilia Topuria versus Charles Oliveira is now about to go into the first round. Jake Paul there with an uppercut.
Come on, Chavez.
Come on, Oliveira. Jake Paul to the body there. Here we go, underway. Ilia and Charles Oliveira. Starting. Here we go. We'll start close. Oliveira trying to get that kick to the body going. Oliveira with that calf kick there. Oh, they're trading it. Oh, here we go. Oliveira very clearly a massive man compared to Ilia. He's naturally bigger in there than him. Bigger in height as well. Oliveira now looking to tie Ilia up against the cage. Now in this fight, Jake Paul's trying to get that jab going. Still nothing's happening. That was an interesting start, to be fair. Both guys, Oliveira and Ilia, both landed on each other up close there at the very start. Oliveira bleeding already, though. Cut above the eye already. It's a bad cut that Oliveira's got only a minute into the first round. Jake Paul there going to the body here. Now Ilia is on top position against Charles Oliveira. Was able to turn that takedown attempt from Oliveira around Ilia Topuria. Oliveira's got the ankle. He's got the leg here of Ilia. Here we go. Again, it's very dangerous when you're on the ground with Charles. Only certain guys can go to the ground with him. Oh, big shot there from Ilia. Nice hit from Chavez as he comes forward. Charles wants it back on the ground. Charles, sorry, not Chavez. Oh, I did say Charles. Come on, Charles. Jake Paul out trying to get the jab going. Nice hook there from Jake Paul to the body. I mean, Chavez coming forward now a bit. Trying to get that backhand going. Oh, nice shots in from Chavez. Jake Paul now teeing off, though. Opening up a bit more now. Jake Paul and Chavez. Topuria there with a jab to the body. Commentating. Oh, no! He's out already!
It's over.
Ilia wins in the first round. Oh, no one's beating him. Oh, my word. First round finish. That is devastating. Oh, my word. His power is just going everywhere. Wow. Ilia Topuria knocks out Charles Oliveira in the first round. He's still down now. Wow, he's an unreal fighter. I don't really think Oliveira is with it now, though. I don't think he has been for the last 2 years. Oh, that's devastating. And now we just got to sit through the rest of this. Oh, Christ.
Did open up, though, in that round 6.
Oh, my word. That is devastating. Here we go.
Oh, right on the bottom.
Round 7. Oh, my word.
What a shot.
Jesus Christ. Up close in the pocket. That's not what Charles should have been doing. He was there just trading with him so up close. I don't know why Oliveira was trying to shut down the distance, and bang, gets caught with a massive shot the moment he gets close to Ilia. If you get that close to Ilia, then that is never going to work for you at all. Oh, Charles should have kept that more at range.
Should help from Julio.
Oh, that is devastating. Oh, that's going in Gaethje. You don't deserve a title shot, and Paddy, you don't either. Armin should be getting the title shot. Armin should be getting the title shot.
Yeah, they all get absolutely good.
Charles might need to. I don't know. Charles might need to. I don't know. I don't know what else there is for him to do. Jake Paul now coming right at Chavez. I can't be asked watching this. I'm gutted.
Yeah, Chavez just.
No.
It's not one doing that. But just about 75 of that.
Yeah. Jake Paul there with a jab to the body. Jake Paul there with an uppercut. There's absolutely nothing happening there. My word.
Yeah.
Jake Paul there to the body. 50 seconds left in the 7th round. Jake Paul there with an angle change. Chavez just trying to come forward and do something. But so Ilia is now a 2-division world champion. He's knocked out Volk, Holloway, and Oliveira all in a row. Wow.
Well, second round, probably.
Yeah, it's a Jake Paul rounds. There's absolutely nothing happening really though. But yeah, Jake Paul's just doing that bit more. Yeah, there we go. Only 3 more rounds left to go. Right then, there we go. Yeah, nice uppercut that landed there. Jake Paul timed that one well, but it's easy to time shots against someone who's not really doing anything though. But yeah, we're going to be going to the 8th rounds here then.
Yeah, seeing some design place in there. Chavez Senior does not look very happy whatsoever. Yeah, I don't blame him.
Yeah,
I
he shouldn't be.
wouldn't be too happy myself.
Chavez there with that right hand. Jake Paul now coming back forwards. Backhand there from Jake Paul. How's he not got him out of there? I don't know. Chavez there with that back. Nice straight there from Jake Paul. Oh, God, please just stop putting the camera on. You would brutally look him out in the first round.
You always do that with the sound teams.
Yeah. Oh, Jake Paul, yeah, just the body, just teeing off on him. He looks pretty tired himself as well, to be honest, Jake Paul.
Oh, keep swinging.
Oh, why are they getting Paddy the Baddy into the octagon? He beat Michael Chandler, who was coming off a loss, to the guy that Ilia just beats.
No one wants to see that.
No one wants to see this.
Yeah, good.
Just fight Armin.
No one can hear me.
Just fight Armin. We don't want to see this fight.
Will Chavez caught him there?
Oh, yeah, pushing Chavez. Oh, yeah, Chavez. Oh, Jake Paul now. Oh, Chavez there, right on the chin. Nice shot there by Chavez there with that hurt. Nice shove there by Jake Paul. Yeah, hooks there from Jake Paul. Oh, Chavez there upstairs. Oh, Jake Paul to the body. Yeah. I mean, why is he fighting someone who his opponent, who's 47-year-old opponent already beat?
I don't know.
Right, there we go. That's the round done.
They fall around, can't believe him, Chavez
80-72.
did have like one decent. I want to be interested to see what like the punch stats are. That would be more intriguing than the actual fight itself. Very interesting.
Oh, yeah, to see how much Chavez is average per round. 2 more rounds left to go. And Jake Paul going another 10 rounds. Honestly, like, I think his power is just overrated. Here we go. Right, round 9 underway. There we go.
6 minutes left to go. We're in round number 9.
Right hand there from Jake out of range. He's been active with that lead down, Jake. He's been active with that jab. Being able to control the fight with that. I think, the jab of Jake's definitely improved. We'll give that to him. But again, it's easy to get it going against the guy who's not doing anything. Someone put, my dead dad would fight better. Backhand now from Jake Paul to the body. Oh, God, just like fight. Oh, Chavez there with a lead hook in the backhand with that right hook. To the body there by Jake Paul. Shots. He's getting really sloppy as it goes on, to be honest, Jake Paul. He was good early on, but I wouldn't say good. He was just fighting a guy who's not really throwing anything. But, he was doing well early on, Jake Paul. But he's looking tired now as we've gone.
Not like Chavez.
No, he's done absolutely nothing. I mean, his dad must be absolutely fuming. The body there by Julio. I mean, what I thought he was saying, Julio's had a great camp and all that. I mean, has he actually been training for this fight? Has he just been training like to defend or something? I mean, really though, he's just been getting hit a lot around the gloves anyway. Just end the fight. Honestly, Chavez actually deserves to get finished, to be honest.
No, we can't. That's
Although, and then he'd say, "Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
well,
God.
I stopped him, and Canelo couldn't." Backhand there from Jake. See, Jake's just happy to get stoppy though. He knows nothing's coming at him. Chavez land. He's happy just to keep his hands down, Jake. Oh, uppercut from Julio. Oh,
Go on, it's him.
all right, come on.
It's him then. Go on.
Get something going, Chavez. He's able to get success there. Oh,
Yeah,
hook around. Yeah, oh.
yeah, back out.
Julio getting success there.
Back out.
He's probably still lost the round though. I don't think he's done enough to win the round. Oh my God. Just let's not get stupid here. They say, oh, give him the round. Give him the round. No.
The commentator is there to load.
I mean, what's he done on the fight? I mean, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. And now Chavez is there with his hands up like he's won the fight just for winning the 9th round and eventually doing something against a YouTuber.
I might give Chavez that.
No, you don't give him that round. The way he was acting afterward, he don't deserve to take the round. I don't think he won the round anyway, to be honest with you.
Oh, everything you've got, yeah. I hope so, yeah. Keep it everything you've got. I mean, he hasn't been given much, so a little bit of effort would be nice. Right, 10th and final round, yeah? 10th round. Chavez up here in the last round.
Okay, there from Jake upstairs. Oh, Chavez there. Gets that backhand going.
What's the penalty for that? Every round.
Every round apart from the last round.
Yeah.
So, jab, Jake there with that lead to. Oh, nice right hand there upstairs there from Julio. Jake then moves off with a nice straight. What, Jake? Well, yeah, an actual fight would have finished it there, wouldn't it? I mean, he's knackered. He is knackered. He's absolutely knackered.
Knackered and Chavez is only really stopping.
But he's the more active. He's still active though, and it's all right. Even though he's knackered, it's fine for him to be active because Chavez isn't doing anything. Jump upstairs there from Jake Paul. To the body there by Julio Cesar Chavez. Just knock him out, Julio. Who's going out on the show? But how? He's had over 50 fights. He's had over 60 fights. This is like Jake Paul's what, 13th? Yeah, 13th pro fight.
Yeah,
we can't even. He's gonna say, "Oh my God, I finally beat a pro boxer," but he hasn't really. Has he? Chavez there late on. He might have actually taken it. He didn't give us a show. He probably took that last fight. 9-1.
Chavez not in position in which to fight.
Oh my word. Anyway, finally that fight is over. Finally, it's over. I had Jake Paul winning that fight 9-1, 9 rounds to 1. I gave Chavez the final round. Yeah, what an absolute embarrassment that was. How embarrassing that was. What is Chavez Jr. saying? What a joke. It shouldn't take them long to give us the decision. Oh my word. Most Jake Paul fights are an embarrassment. Yeah. It was Chavez who was the biggest embarrassment there, though, to be honest with you. It was Chavez who was the biggest embarrassment out of everyone there. That was absolutely shocking. He still can't go around and say I beaten a pro boxer, but I mean, he can because he beat a former world champ, but really he was just way past his prime, non-existent in there, didn't want to do anything. One thing though, he couldn't do what Canelo couldn't. He couldn't stop him. Yeah, just give us the decision, please. Just like break it or something, give it to Chavez. $99.91. 97.93 how? Right here, 92. Yeah, Jake Paul wins unanimous decision. There we go. What an embarrassment Julio Cesar Chavez is. But yeah, there we go. Jake Paul wins. Yeah, basically won every round there. His jab is better than usual. But again, it's easy to do that against. Like, I don't think his power is absolutely non-existent there. His power was absolutely non-existent. What an absolute shambles that one was.
Right. It's my fault.
Oh my word. What a joke. Someone saying, oh, Chavez tried his best. Oh, God. He doesn't really deserve any praise or sympathy at all. But yeah, that's that. It's finally over. I feel like everyone's happy that the fight is just over, to be honest with you. Yeah, there we go. So we got wins there from Alejandro Pantoja, submission win. Charles Oliveira got knocked out, unfortunately, by Ilia Topuria in the first round. And Jake Paul, unfortunately, wins the unanimous decision against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Yeah, honestly. It was shocking to watch. It was shocking to watch. He has been stopped before, Jake. He's been stopped twice. Oh, yeah. Right. Oh my God. Don't talk about Zerdo.
I'm sure he's shaking.
Oh, yeah, Zerdo. And then Tommy Fury. Stop running. Two completely different fighters.
Oh, there's a bit of a level gap.
I think he probably actually beats Tommy, to be honest. That would be his best win. I think he beats Tommy in a rematch, and that's his best win.
Just like that Boston.
Yeah, that's a good time for an alarm to go off when the fight's over.
See if you can do what Tommy couldn't and spot like the Bosnian fella.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. That's it all done. Not really much to say. Disappointed with the result. So thanks for watching.